Yeah. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, my fellow divisions worldwide. Good morning, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are listening from. My name is Amahaotu, Nigeria, Lagos. Our time here, Africa, by the equator, is 2:30 p.m. in the afternoon. In the US, it's 6:30 a.m. at their own time. So I welcome all of you to my podcast today. But before I go on, I would like to remind all of us that migration is still going on and will end on the 31st of this month, July 2018. Those who have not migrated should please do that now. You can see they are accumulating their cookies. There's no more redemption now. Redemption will be in November 2018. But this is the time to acquire all their cookies. And the has made it very possible that we can all acquire free cookies by doing very small jobs, like broadcast, for example. If you broadcast now, during this promo period, which admin has previously extended to 21st of August 2018, because he wants to encourage us more to our own need to improve the lot of our community TBC. If you broadcast now, you get 5 million cookies. And those of you who worked by 1:30 p.m. today, my wards, I call it my wards, my new recruit did his first broadcast today, and he showed me when he transferred it to broadcasters, the section in the Pinko cache that is 5 million cookies we get when the broadcast is approved. So, ladies and gentlemen, sorry, let us do our own jobs, let us be great. Don't because of $10 peanut lose a lot of money you are supposed to get by getting properly registered and verified as a TBC. Either 25,000 credit codes, 100,000, or now in the promotion, 125,000 credit codes. So you have no reason not to migrate. So please go and migrate. And at the same time, please let us put our hands together and do our jobs to get new members, improving our cash flow. Admin is laying a lot of emphasis on that because it says the cash flow system and the improvement is to last throughout the time of our distribution period. We are now distributing the free gifts. We are now giving free gifts to everybody that cares. So as long as we're doing that, and I'm sure the distribution will only end when we have hit our 1 billion membership target. Until then, we will keep on distributing. So as participating admin is rewarding us, it's encouraging us by giving us free cookies, free crinkles. In some cases, it will amount to coins. So please, let us go on out and recruit more members. Let us get friends, our well-wishers, our brothers, sisters, our parents, our children, our cousins and nephews, everybody that is members of us. Let's get them in. It's for their own benefit, because whether we like it or not, the fiat currency will collapse. It's a matter of time. They've started collapsing already. So why not secure the future of your family, your children, your wants, by joining TBC, getting money that you control. Nobody controls it, nobody takes commission out of it. You control your own money and secure your family against the D-Day of collapse of the existing fiat currency. Imagine when we are 1 billion people, 1 billion members with professions going across the board, all sorts of professions in this world, we have it among our members. We can interact, we are going to interact, we are going to transact businesses, we are going to do things between ourselves, because our money is a private coin, it's a private money. It's not for the public use, but it may eventually become public by the time we've hit the 1 billion mark, and they've seen the successes we've made. They will join us, and you will not be surprised, 7.5 billion people in the world will be members of TBC. So when they are, our money has become public. But the good thing is, it's not controlled by anybody. It's not controlled by one person, it's controlled by a dedicated, honest community of TBCians. So please, let us do our jobs. And now, for your information, in the usual manner of the admin, has introduced another wonderful system called cash centers. Cash centers. What does cash center mean? Cash center is where, if you have no means of payments, you have your fiat currency, and you know most of the payments we do in TBC is with cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and so on. You go there and give your fiat currency, and you exchange it with the cryptocurrency that you need, and you pay a token commission, only 20% to the person doing this transaction for you, because it is necessary that we should understand that this payment is absolutely necessary, because that fellow that buys a coin, the Bitcoin, for example, and keeps it, may eventually lose the value of that coin, because these coins are fluctuating. Assuming he buys a Bitcoin for $10, and by the time you come to him to buy it, the value now is $7. Do you see why he has to get another way of a little bit compensating himself for the loss he's making? And apart from that, he's doing a job for you. Somebody who works for you must be paid. He has to be paid for doing that job. Admin pays us for even doing nothing, for working for ourselves, because whatever we're doing in TBC is for ourselves, for our own individual benefits. But admin says, no, I will encourage you. give you all the necessary support I have so that you work harder and achieve more. Because if you part a good work at the back, it works more. So admin is partners on the back with all this wonderful goodness. So let us go and look at the post-admin broadcast today on the cash centers. Let's go to the cash, let's go to the blog. Let's go to the blog. Okay. Cash center explained very well in video. This is done by Randy Wilson, one of our leaders. He calls himself one of the voices of TBC, but we know he's the prominent voice of TBC. You can go and read and watch it. But now I am taking on the one that the admin has written directly, taking registrations for cash centers globally. Now, taking registration for cash centers globally now. So let's go there. Let's go and read it. Of course, all of you know that the bonus period has been extended to 21st of August 2018. So let's go and look at the blog and look at it together. Taking registrations for cash centers globally now. So you will see the images admin put up here. Those who will buy, the guy who sells, and how the transfers are made. So let's go to the blog. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice you're going to hear now is the voice of Chigozie Ozo, our new broadcaster who did his first broadcast today. I implore people to look for that broadcast and watch it. It's very, very interesting because he made it interactive. I even appeared on that broadcast. So it's his voice you're going to hear now. He's here visiting me, and please, you will hear his voice. So, Chigozie, please read the admin.
One of the major challenges we have selling criminal coins around the world is getting paid. Cash centers are obvious solution. Only 20 billion people worldwide own cryptocurrency today out of the 7.5 billion world population. That means 99.9% of the world don't use cryptocurrencies yet. Having buyers first go out and purchase Bitcoin or whatever before they can buy Bitcoin is very awkward. Generally, a lot of people have cash in hand, and that is how they buy things. We already have millions of members inside of our TBC community, and many of them also own their cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. When the seller in our community identifies a buyer and gets them to join, he wants the buyer to purchase some Kringle coin from them as fast as possible. Up till now, it has been a long process to get the buyers through the learning curve of buying their cryptocurrency so that they can trade those for the seller's Kringle coins. What the buyer wants is the Kringle coins. They don't necessarily want to buy other cryptocurrencies too. It is time to build a global network of cash centers as a solution to this situation? Those of
So, my brothers and sisters, you've had the reason for this introduction of cash centers. A lot of people do not know anything about cryptocurrency. In the world of 7.5 billion, only 20,000 people, or 20 million are familiar and use cryptocurrency. And you know that most of our transactions in the TBC is done with other cryptocurrencies, not with the fiat money we don't want. So, and because of that, some members have problem buying or transacting in TBC. So, admin is a usual characteristic as is introducing cash centers now where you can go with your cash and get the cryptocurrency you want, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and all that. So that is the reason why the cash centers are being introduced worldwide.
those of you with the send button will now see a new item in the send button menu of your Crypto Cash back office called cash centers.
So if you have your send button turned on, you're a broadcaster, you're a leader, as long as you have your send button turned on, you go to your Crypto Cash back office and you click on that send button. You click on it, icon of send button. Among other things is the registration for the cash center. So if you click on it, you see a page that opens up for you to register as a cash center. There are criteria for registering. There are things you have to input in the form for you to be qualified as cash center. Some of them is the quality of coins you have. So if you go there, you will see it. So please continue.
If you own Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Ether, you can fill out the simple registration form you see image above to apply to become a cash center. As a cash center, you will be in position to get 20% profit trading your coins for cash. The seller in this transaction will refer their buyer's local to use your cash center. Once your buyer is in front of you in person at cash center, you will see what the market value of the coin the seller wants from you. Then you will add 20% to that value, and the buyer will pay you in cash. And then you immediately send the seller the coins the buyer purchased. Once the seller sees the coins are on their way to them, they will send the buyer their crinkles they purchased. See the diagram in the poster above to understand this. Getting 20% above the coin price is going to be profitable trade for you as the cash center. There is just one main rule that you must follow as a cash center. You cannot steal buyers from sellers. Sellers are your clients and they're sending their buyers in good faith to your cash center, and you're not allowed to propose that the buyer just do business with you directly without the seller. If this ever happens, you will lose your cash center in the community, and that will be the end of the 20% opportunity there for you. If the buyer suggests this idea to you, it is not allowed. The seller is counting on you to have integrity in this third-party transaction. That means the buyer can never do business directly with you on any further transactions either.
So we have had the caveat on these cash centers. if you are a cash center, you are operating a cash center, and a seller, authorized approved seller of TBC, a leader, a broadcaster, sends one of his own clients to you to sell the cryptocurrency to him for his transaction. Maybe he's buying $100 crinkles from the seller, who is an approved and trusted seller. But he hasn't got the cryptocurrency, Bitcoin or Litecoin or Ethereum. He sends his own client now, his own person to you, for you to sell that coin to him. Their job is only to look at the present value of the coin, 20% for your own work, for your own payment, transfer the coin to the seller's wallet. You are not allowed to begin to try to cajole buyer or the client of a seller who is sent to you to begin to transact business with you directly. We believe that members of TBC are very honorable people with integrity. We believe that nobody will do such a thing, because if you do that, you will lose your face and you will be penalized seriously. It's just like undercutting. It's just like going undercutting the price of our coin. It's equivalent to that. There's no difference between you and somebody who goes to sell our beautiful coin for a cheaper price because he wants to make quick money. So everybody is warned not to do that. You are not allowed to do that.
Sellers can easily report this kind of abuse by sending in a ticket to the help desk. Let me give you an example of how this works. Raj from India signs up Jacob in Canada, and Jacob wants to pay the $10 fee and wants to purchase $100 of Pringles from Raj, but Jacob only has cash. Raj will go to the cash center part of the Pringle card back office and input the address of Jacob in order to find the cash centers near to Jacob. Once Raj has found a suitable location of the cash center near Jacob, he will contact the cash center and let them know he's sending it by Jacob there to do a $110 purchase. Let's say Robert is the owner of that cash center. Robert will add $22 fee on the transaction to compensate himself for being human. Jacob shows up right away and pays $132 to Robert at the cash center. Let's say Raj wants Bitcoin, so then Robert sends $110 of Bitcoin to Raj. Raj is true, he got paid for doing a long distance transaction. Then Raj collects the Bitcoin address and the exact amount of Bitcoin to send to admin to cover the $10 fee from Jacob and sends the Bitcoin to admin. Then Raj gets the TBC, that Pringle wallet address of Jacob, and then sends the $100 of Pringles to Jacob. Jacob is so happy because rewards to him happens next. So that gives you a clear picture of how this will flow. When you are registering to become a cash center, use the address of a coffee shop near you or some other public place you can use to do this transaction. We don't recommend giving out your own address, filling out this form. You can edit this form as often as you wish. So if you can become a public cash center if you want it. It's safe when doing cash transactions.
Thank you very much, Chigozie. Gentlemen, you have had another advice that, ladies and gentlemen, another advice that admin has given, that we should please not do these transactions in our homes. Don't give people the address in our homes for security reasons. You don't know who is who. You advise to can take the person to a cafe center or wherever you think is comfortable for you. If you're good business, and that is what I think, you set up an office for this so that people will also know that TBC is existing properly as an official business. So you don't do it from your house, you do it from a safe place where you'll be safe too. You can even make it more business where you can move around with your vehicle. Anybody who wants to drive to a place, conclude the transaction and move away. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is another big innovation in our family of TBC. It's one that thing comes up with good, nice things every time. Thank you, admin, for doing what you're doing. More grease your elbow. Thank you for giving an opportunity for joining TBC. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll go back now to so I would like to call it a day and say thank you. I will do a trial broadcast tomorrow. My normal one viewer is, oh, I'm sorry, I did not go to I'm sorry, I did not go to the direction today. Thank you. I suspect that this is Stephen Coffee. If it is you or you're not, it doesn't matter. Thank you for always coming to view my broadcast. Thank you. Please get in touch. I will do a smartphone broadcast tomorrow. I want to take that out because I'll not be in the office tomorrow. My grandson is celebrating his 1 year birthday, so we'll be busy doing that. But I will still do my broadcast through smartphone tomorrow and see how it is. Thank you. God bless all of you. Bye bye for now.